exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
46 to Mike, 46.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 10 now, Haskins. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Buffalo 18. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got it. Check. 50.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
1st and 10 at the 46.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Black Knights 13, Bears 7.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike, 53. 53.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Mike, 53. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They tried to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 17, Black Knights 13.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a oh, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Black Knights.
Now a carry for Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. action with Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Weil, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Spins away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week. Because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7. Black Knights nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check my 46. Check my 46. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Mike 46.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
46.
Haskins will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Complete to
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Haskins. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it's simple.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
46 to Mike, 46. Ricky. Hey, check.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Brings up third down and 9.
Gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Reception here by Ruggs. Not much there, only a yard. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Play action. Haskins. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's go, D.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Good tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now Haskins. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
5-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Under pressure, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Mike, 53.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
29-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. 19, Mike. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
11 yards. And it's 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Black Knights 14, Bears 10.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now this throw caught left side, and it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Less than a yard.
Here's Haskins. Open man here is Conklin. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They go play action with Haskins. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
A gain of
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
London.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Haskins going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
At the Bears' 46-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Black Knights 28, Bears 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. This quarter taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Today's final score.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.